Welcome back to our devotional series. We have been going through the Lord's Prayer together. I pray you've been blessed by this. We've been looking at Dietrich Bonhoeffer and the cost of discipleship and his thoughts on some of these passages. So I pray that you have some good quotes to bring to memory, perhaps to share with others. Today we're going to be looking at the phrase, "Forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors," or "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." Perhaps we could even paraphrase that, "Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us." This is ultimately the idea of debts and trespasses and sins is what's in mind here, that we are people who have been shown grace and been forgiven, thus we need to forgive. So of this, Bonhoeffer says, "Forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors. Every day, Christ's followers must acknowledge and bewail their guilt. Living as they do in fellowship with him, they ought to be sinless. But in practice, their life is marred daily with all manner of unbelief, sloth in prayer, lack of bodily discipline, self-indulgence of every kind, envy, hatred, and ambition." By that, I think he means selfish ambition, where in our culture, we might think ambition is a good thing, but when it's done for selfish motive, it's a sinful thing. "No wonder that they must pray daily for God's forgiveness, but God will only forgive them if they forgive one another with readiness and brotherly affection. Thus they bring all their guilt before God and pray as a body for forgiveness. God forgive not merely me, my debts, but ours." So it's important for us to really take heed to that. We are very good about, as people, as Christians, to say, "Lord, forgive me," and to say, "I'm not perfect, and I thank the Lord for his forgiveness." But we're very slow to forgive others when they've offended us, when they've sinned against us, when they continue to sin against us. But we continue to sin against the Lord by the ways he's mentioned, right? Who of us pray as much as we should, or read as much as we should, or devote our mind and energies to the things of the Lord as much as we should? So this is all things that the Lord is sanctifying us in and progressively working us in and drawing us more and more into the image of his Son. But he is patient with us. He is slow to anger. He is quick to love. He's quick in mercy. And this is how we need to be towards others, that we don't say one and done. As the disciples come to Jesus and ask, "Lord, if our brother sins against us, how many times do we forgive him? 7 times? What's the cutoff?" And Jesus says, not 7, but 70 times 7. The reason is that's how God has been towards us. That's how God deals with us. Thus, that's how we need to deal with others. Have a blessed day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.